All right. It is Christmas Eve prep time. We have the truck running outside. It's Monday, the week before Christmas Eve. I don't know what date that is. It's probably like 15, something like that, 16. I suppose we could take a look. 16. It is snowing, and today the majority of our time is going to be spent in that Penske truck. We have several vendors that we are picking up from today. Some all the way out as far as Gowan on the Boise side. And then we do have another order pretty close to them near the airport that we have to go get. And then we also need some equipment from Garden City. So it's going to be a heavy day on the orders, and also a heavy day on the pocketbook. Most of this is going to go on our company card for the day to get orders through, and we'll probably be staring down maybe $5 or $6 grand for the day on those orders. So a lot going on, a lot of expense going on, but tis the season for that. Okay, got some GoPro batteries charging, and it's time to get on the road. Let's get going. Good morning. It is Monday, December 16th, and we are in the craziness of Christmas Eve prep. And we are already this morning shifting vendors around to figure out how to get stuff here on time. Our original provider for our stage is not able to make that happen, and so we are figuring it out with two other companies, how to get hands here, getting a forklift delivered, and all those other things. And then we're gonna finish up, get our stage built, get electrical done, start hanging lights and all that other stuff while picking up those other 4 orders today. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna take a long time, so time to get going. All right, we got our orders figured out. What a morning. So basically what we're doing today is we have stage decking coming from one of our usual companies. We have legs for those stages coming from a different company, because that company has the size legs we need, the size of the stage legs that we need to be able to build what we're building, because this is not a traditional thing that we're doing. And then we also have a lighting order we're picking up after that, and then a stairs order from a different company. So we have 4 companies we're picking up from today. We have hands coming to location for help getting everything built and put together. And we also have carpenters working today to get things custom framed in from our stairs and stage to the decking we're putting in. And all of that needs to happen between now, which is 11 o'clock, and 1:30. So we really have 2.5 hours in theory to already have the stage built, and I have to go pick it up still. So we are hustling for time, driving down I-84 here in wonderful, snowy, rainy Idaho. And I really don't know how this is going to go. I think we've got the right people in place and the right pieces in place to be able to accomplish this, but this is still a lot to do. Our first technical on this stage is tomorrow, and I don't know that it's going to be a walkable stage yet by tomorrow. It is a lot of work. Also, I am the PM for this show and front of house for this show, so I have enough to deal with between prepping monitors and all of that rental equipment, bringing all that stuff in. So it's going to be a big day with a lot of things going on, and we're just going to get through it. I was really lucky that I had Matt in last night. He helped me pull and actually did the majority of the pull of all of the stage Lecos and our 6 pars in the roof and all that stuff. And man, if we wouldn't have got that done last night, we would have been really, really pressed for time. So I'm grateful that that happened. So we're gonna set cruise here and get going. We have so much to do. All right, we got our stages loaded here from Amplified. Gonna back out of here and well, drive out of here and get back on the road to our next vendor with lighting. Go put that in for our show also today. I didn't, of course, film any of the inside. As you guys know, our policy is internal spaces for other companies. We don't film any of that. That's their private property. I don't want to, you know, show that on video. But they were also doing a live show at the same time. Amplified Production Group is this vendor, and they saved our butt with how we're going to end up needing to do this stage. So big shout out to them. I work with them and for them a lot every year, so I am excited to have that contact. They do great work and they got great people, and they're taking care of me today. So we are on our way out, just leaving the dock now and on our way out to Elevate Show Services, which is where all of our lighting is coming from. And here's another cool thing. Elevate is basically also saving our butt on lighting because our funding for our replacement lighting came in late. And so we are borrowing some fixtures for this show, and Elevate offered them at no cost. They just take care of people, which is what our company always aims to do, and we're working alongside people who do the same. I don't know, I just consider myself to be lucky on the business side of having those kind of relationships. It makes all the difference. All right, just now leaving Elevate Show Services with our fine friends out there, Noah and his team, another good friend of mine, Taylor. Got all of our lighting boxes in right now. Now we're on our way back to Capitol to go offload and get stage ready. And then I'm going to be heading to Garden City to go get the last of our audio rental, which is basically everything we needed for our Christmas show, and wasn't able to get on time from our purchases. So that's how we're going to handle production for Christmas this year. It's a big rental. We're going to do the thing and get going. All right, we're done here at Event Rent. We've got our pins and our feet, our stage legs. Now, time to go do it. We're a little bit late. Hands are there waiting for us, so we need to get moving. We've got a fork on site so we can get the stages off. It's showtime, baby. Hold your spot. Let's have the tilt.
Let's go ahead and do this one next before you move that forward.
Watch your fingers. Yeah, a little more tilt.
You don't have turning wheels back here.
That's right.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, yeah.
These ones don't all four turn. Out here, Joe.
Same place, same type.
Yeah, we're just gonna run them down the hallway. That way when we get, holy smokes.
You want to open the doubles? Double doors here? That'd be good.
Yeah, let's do that later though, when we get ready to track in. All lids open when they come in. We'll push these down there too. Well, no, we can leave them. Let's put the matrix lights down that section of hallway, and we'll leave these guys here. It's kind of weird looking up here and not seeing a bunch of show lighting hanging out of the ceiling. Oh, fantastic. Nathan Palmer. What's up? That'll do.
Last question.
While we're running conduit, you don't have any need for another one for just like low voltage stuff coming out here, DMX or mics or.
No, because DMX comes up that wall.
Okay.
We already have like 12 stabs in the ceiling ready to go. I think we're good there.
Close to center, are we? Like, where's our center line? Is this?
It's right here. We're dead on.
Okay, so our.
So we're perfectly good?
Yeah. This aligns right with the thing.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can see how it's a little bit.
Yeah,
it's this
well, somehow this all got shifted this way. Not the top, the actual, because that's what we're pushing. We're pushing against the top lid, right?
The top, basically.
Okay, so there's.
Are you kidding me?
We're just gonna go straight across.
I was gonna ramp it.
You want to ramp it?
Yeah. So there's just no edge
That's a quarter
for them to mess up on.
plus off.
It's kind of how I envisioned this.
Yeah.
I want no edge.
Kick that side out a little bit. This is.
Our stage? Nothing in here is square. What do you mean? All right, we got lighting ready to be uncased and flown. In truth, probably gonna do this tonight. At least the majority of them. These are really cool. They just flip out and land in the grid. That's gonna be great. All right, that projector's done. I'm gonna start pushing lighting cases into the auditorium. Okay, Some of these were inverted, but some of these are not. I like the, oh, nice, you can just do it that way. So inverted is better. That way there's two points of grip, not falling the same way.
Yes.
Okay, how far, let's find out how far these go down.
Why did mine?
I don't know either.
I was
I was just
like-
letting you do it, you know, just in case.
How far out do you want to go?
We're gonna have to, I think based on this, when we do this, we're gonna have to live turn them up top.
Okay.
Have to get one up, I think. If not, we'll hang them like this because that's how we've always hung them, is this way.
Okay.
I just prefer the other way. But if not, it's fine. We have safeties and then we'll do these later. So what I do, and I've never done it with these.
Okay.
Oh, wait. These are movers. Okay, so I try to do something like that. See if you can grip one of these on the inside.
Can you please stay up?
I'm having a good time watching you do this. Yeah, even one should hold like enough to just get up there. Yeah, so that should be okay. You're gonna hang on to that one as we go up. Okay, now grab that light and hang it on the inside like you did yours, because I totally should have done that. Got a good grip. Okay, and then Jake and I used to just do 4, but we're just gonna hang 2 right now because what we have to figure out is spacing. All right, well, we made it pretty far for day 1. We have an issue. I couldn't hang these 4 lights in the grid because that bar, our existing one, is actually too small. So I'm gonna actually have to rehang steel in order to fly those fixtures. And I wasn't planning on that, so that's a good time. Additionally, we're going to do lights up here on this bar, and it's gonna present the same challenge. So I have to deal with that probably Wednesday, in all honesty. For now, I'm gonna grab the vacuum, do some cleanup, get all the cables off this stage, and then go home and start early tomorrow, because tomorrow we have show rehearsals and blocking with the team. And here's what's crazy. We perform this live in a week. So we are pushing hard to get this done, and we have a lot to do, but we're decently close, and we don't have a ton to do, but at the same time we have a ton to do. Those of you who do shows will understand what I'm saying. All right, we're gonna clean this up and then go take the truck home so we can leave right for PSI in the morning and go get the rest of our audio rental and make this show happen. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and we did our rehearsals last night. It was kind kind of nuts. We had a lot going on. Normally on these bigger shows, we have the band come in and get in-ears set on packs, and then vocals come in a little bit later, and we get everybody, staged all in one night. This show, like I've said before, is very large, and so we have a total of 14 in-ear sends, all in stereo, that are here and here. So 6 of the Shure PSM 300s, and then of course the Sennheiser units that we've gotten from PSI for a long time on rentals. All of these are G3s. We're also using, of course, some GLX-D mics from them, but for in-ears, 8 channels of Sennies and 6 channels of Shure. And of course, I forgot to stagger the band and the vocals. They all arrived at the same time, which was a lot for monitors to handle, since everybody wants their ears perfect even before they get to their song. So had to get that all sorted and figured out. So time to get some lights on in here and kind of show what we did yesterday. Yesterday was such a nuts day. I've just not been able to film. Not only am I front of house for this show, I designed all of the stage, so I'm implementing my own plan, and I'm mixing the show too, so lots going on. I also didn't have our cam turnaround yesterday, so I wasn't able to use the feeder, which means I couldn't use my understage power yet. So I should have that up and running today. But we've got 4 choir risers, 3. I'm micing them with 4 AKG C1000Ss. I just bought another 3, so I have a total of 6. I'm using 5 on the show. We've got one of them here being used as that floor tom mic. This one's getting, I don't remember what the instrument's called. It's like a dulcimer. It's kind of got like a marimba sound to it. Kind of don't remember the exact name. But my 2 C1000Ss of the original purchase are here. Then I've got, of course, the top 4 here, handle and choir. We've got a KSM8 over here for Jeremy. The old original Unidyne series mics. Speaking of Unidyne, our Shure 55 Series 2, these are the modern ones, are being used for opera and specials and all that thing. Gonna leave my 1956 original at home while it's getting cleaned up from that sale I just bought it from. So we got our stage in. This is all of our decking from Amplified, and then a local company called Event Rent was able to supply legs for us. So our stage is elevated about 3 inches or so above our current house stage, and when we built it, we framed in the middle piece. Because the front of our stage is not flat, we have stairs in the front of our stage. So right now there is a wood structure that's underneath supporting all of those, and our maintenance guy Jason cut me a couple of 2x6s so that these stage legs, where the feet hit the edge of the stairs, is on the lip. We don't want that to break. So this is now supported really well, and we're gonna get some paint on it probably today, this morning sometime, because it needs some time to dry. We have another show tonight, which is the youth show, and we're gonna figure out how we make that happen, because the corporate stage is basically in. So here's kind of what we finally ended up with. We have an electric setup over here, which was pulled last night, so it's not here for the youth show today. We've got a Nord Stage 3 as keys 2, a CP88, which is keys 1. This is my personal rig that we're using up here. and this is electric one. Both electrics are kind of sharing rhythm and lead parts. So they both kind of have different things that are that they're contributing to the show at different times. And then we have the drum kit, which we moved up here last night. Something that I found interesting is that I had pretty good separation on this, but I think we're gonna have to order some more panels. Also, shame on me, I cracked one of them while moving them with the guys, and that was my fault. So gotta replace that transition piece, get a couple more panels in here. But for right now, everything works fine. We were able to get it all stabbed in yesterday, so kit's built, everything is mic'd how it should be mic'd. Something I didn't see coming is that we, of course, moved all of our patch over to stage boxes for things like drums that can easily be moved. The piece we didn't see coming is these preamps are very, very, very different from the ones that are on the CDM. And right now we're pulling off of the DX168 over some Ethercon, going back to the CDM stage rack. And because of that, all of my sound was different for drums. The preamps were just not the same. I had to make quite a bit of changes. Also, it made my drums sound different. The quality of the preamp is just so noticeable the moment that you hard change it out on a show. So I have some redialing to do because I don't like where my snare is now, but we'll get that solved. A couple of AKG C 414s sitting up top as my large form condensers. They sounded really, really nice for drum overheads. We haven't got to use those before. I've wanted to for a long time, and they absolutely are worth it. They held up and sound so well. Keys 3 is actually a main stage rig, and that just goes in this shell. It's what we're using for a lot of our specialty tones and all that stuff. Jeremy's playing that. And then we're doing all of our monitors from the rear. So we've got what we would call our monitor 1 setup, which is our 2 middle monitors for preaching and other stage things. And then we have a completely different set of monitors, which for us on this show is probably going to be 1 or 2 sends. I'm not sure how that's going to pan out, but they're specifically for the people who are at the Shure 55s. We're going to get those wired in today. And in the midst of all of that building and a ton of patching and running Ethercon everywhere, so like I said, we have a DX168 under the stage, another DX over there for RF. We have one over in kit. While we were doing that, we are also doing a lighting install at the same time, which is really stupid to do. And I fully understand that. But we are out of time to do anything less, so we're doing it right now. So up in the ceiling is all of our newer Art Fox stuff. This is actually all rental stock that has to come back out while we're waiting for our actual order to come in. These are Solar 19s. Actually a pretty cool light. There's a lot I don't know about them, but they are bright. They look really cool, and they do a lot of different things. They got some great designs on them. For this show, I have 2 of them in the back, also on either side of the kit. So we'll get some light from there. We'll get a very similar look over here once we get kind of everything spread out. And then we have the Art Fox Matrix lights. And I don't remember what spot these are. We're using these for a little bit of gobo effect, some shimmer, that kind of thing. Probably going to end up making these either 4 in the front, or if the design is going to settle on 6, then we'll settle on 6. But just trying to figure out good placement for those. make it look awesome. And then we do have a couple other spots. Not sure if they're gonna go in the grid or not. One of the issues I ran into is the house pipe that all of this sits on is not the right size. So that bar over there is the right size. It's basically like F33 truss, F33 global truss. It's the perfect size for those clamps. The bar that's up here for like where our Singer lights and stuff used to be, all of our Lecos, it's not the right size at all, and neither is the one in the back. I think they're only like an inch in diameter, so we have to do something about that. I'm not sure how we're going to solve that problem, but I think the eventual solution is just hanging bigger pipe below that, because I'm not going to take that other pipe out. So right now we just took our Elation 6 par 300s and we put them up there, and that's basically our front stage lighting for now. We're going to be editing lights a lot, like I said, because there's rental involved and things coming in and out for that show that just will take a long time to bring edits to. And today is a good majority of that. So it is time to get going on all of those pieces. I'm going to fire up some lifts and start getting some stuff kind of locked in for the needs of this show. Get everything on power, make it all happy, and try to get some language to it. And then over here, we've got our NX1. This is the console that we are using as our new house desk. And we've got a wing with it as well. All of that is going to get put together today. And we've got programming that needs to come to it. We got a lot of DMX and stuff to run. I have cable that I need to pull under the church to bring up to the stage. Last night, in order to connect the DXs, I had to run this Cat 5 out through the floor and use DX 3 and 4 off of our CDM 48, simply because each DX slot on the D-Live's CDM head only lets you do 32 channels a piece. And I am currently running one up top, one in the back, and one on stage, which meant I had to switch over to a different section. Also, we are using DX012s also on those nodes. So there is a limit on how you can have those things patched in the ecosystem. However, everything seems to be talking and working well. So I think we're in good shape for now. The last thing we're going to do is get some tidying up happening. The last thing we're going to do is clean up, because today we have youth, and they'll be in probably around 4. So it's 7:22 now, and we maybe have 5 hours that we can spend in here before we need to start really being in cleanup shape and having things sort of ready for them before we move on. So we're gonna get crushing on this right now, get moving, and see if we can't be done on time. All right, those are doing what they're supposed to do. Looks like number 2 is just finishing up, figuring out where it exists in the world. Nice. That's top row. Go get that one on. It's going to be nice when we can get these programmed and throwing the way that we want them to go. All right, now we're off to pay bills, because we ordered about 60 grand worth of lighting from Elevate. And we forgot to pick up the turnarounds on our rental from PSI. So I need cam turnarounds because our building has all of our hot lines as the standard connector, but the ground and the neutral are switched for safety so that you can't possibly mix that up. It's a great thing for safety. It's a rough thing for needing to remember turnarounds. So this time I also had PSI get me two that I can just own to solve that problem, so I don't have to go for turnarounds again. So we're gonna drive another 50 miles right now to go get parts, come back and continue lighting, and then we've got to get show ready for youth rehearsal today, and then also our setup in the lobby, which is just a couple of JBL PRX1s, a CQ20B, and like a wireless mic or two. And then that's it. Bonus clip. It is almost showtime, and I am trying out what it looks like from this POV angle, which it seems like it should look okay. Because I'm using a very far zoomed out look, and my understanding is that I should be looking okay. I think if I keep the camera like this high enough, it should look all right. Hey look, here's our cue screen. The wonderful thing that we talked about earlier that's gonna help all of our hosts hopefully keep on time. Anyway, we're gonna kill that. I don't think I'm gonna use this stand for the GoPro. That's gonna film our content. We're gonna go home, because bless the Lord, it's time to go home.
Ready on narration.
Before the worlds were formed, before time unfurled its threads, we, the host of heaven, were witnesses to the radiant glory of God.
Sing
Gotta happen though, so time to get it done. In order to not have all of the equipment just taking up all the building, put everything on the patio that was extra, including the fork. So I'm gonna try to not get it stuck in this real heavy gravel. Hopefully we can make all that work. Oh, it's cold. Already doesn't want to play nice. Someday I'll have viewers from the UK. They know all about D-Life. Okay. No. I do have my keys here, I just didn't have my pass. I legitimately don't remember taking the lid off the Frogger, but here it is. Nope.
I don't know if that answered your question. I hope you did. They're like,
Matt, let's throw this lid. You and me. We're gonna throw this lid. I was actually able to tilt this myself.
Yeah?
When we built it, which is nothing, but like, again, the win of the easy tilt.
Which is the front?
This comes off, the top does.
Oh, okay.
This just was Madison's workspace for show. Go ahead and drop. Okay, up and over direct. Watch the back wheel. Nice. 11 even split.
Nice.
more, yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Say again. What? Izzy asked me to see.
And then I run, guys. 3 weeks. Bye. Have you seen
I don't know them.
Yes.
I mean, I know Marvin, but I don't know.
Let's put the drum riser probably here, because I don't want it scratching the front with those legs.
Yeah.
That will do damage.
Yeah, you want
So we're gonna do the drum riser here, the crossbar that supports it next to it, fill in the rest of the PSI cases, because those are the big heavy guys.
Okay. You want on top of the riser? Back or frozen?
They want the risers always next to the wall,
Okay.
so that they're flat packed.
Yeah, like this. How much do you think this guy weighs?
There's no shot before people can get this onto the truck.
No.
It's not possible.
No, that's what I was telling him. I said with these are the ones.
A couple 100 pounds.
Be careful with.
We're probably
We'll just have John deadlift.
400.
I was entering a
John could deadlift that. I'll buy every meal he eats in 2025 for free. Oh, I'm on a strap. That wasn't my fault. All right. Well, we got the rental stuff out. Just delivered all of that back today. Monitor world's all tore apart. All of the rental cases are out. Stage is pretty much back together. We just got a patch for weekend. And I've got the truck here, and we're going to take some risers out that I loaned to a church for their Christmas thing. And then start getting our stuff in a trailer. Oh. Pretty good year. So one of the, not really challenges, but things that I've got to work through for this show is, given the nature of a Christmas Eve for us, I have a couple, well, many things that had to be bought that are like small to make this happen. And so I have turnarounds that we now own, because I always have to go back and get these because I forget. So I just bought some. So I got like 150 bucks there. Got like $185 in LPE6 batteries with chargers that are gonna go, in inventory. We shot with 3 pockets that just have the single battery in them, and so they only last for like 25 minutes. So had a lot of battery usage there. I had all 3 pockets out. One of them still on stage and has to be broken down. And all that doesn't really have a home. It just lives in the shop. We have things called flex cases that really are just like a case that gets chucked on a show to put extra stuff in. And this is a really big example of that. Tapes, a couple of 55s that don't have bags yet because they're brand new. C1000S's, a couple of drum mics. I have a ton of like 58s here from our December stuff, some hot shots in here, extra EM20. We've got like all those things, and then in addition, we've got like small batteries and mic clips and the boundary mics and all that stuff. So today, in addition to getting all of the stuff that's already in cases put away, I've got all that stuff. Plus the grid, which has been edited, which looks really clean. Of course, had Lecos hanging on C, traditional C clamp. These lighting clamps that are over here in this pile, and so all those need to go. Everybody did a really good job rolling all of our XLR back into its case. This is our 25-foot patch case. There's like 50 XLR patch cables in there, so that's a box that goes on pretty much every show. 25 feet works for just about everything, and we use the most of it. So that's where that ends up. All of our tools are gonna go over to 215. This is my mobile set that goes with me for all of our install stuff. Used to be a bunch of Ryobi and Craftsman stuff. We made the switch to Milwaukee this year for obvious reasons, and we were breaking kind of everything we had because it was cheaper. Now that we're a little bit more established in this space, we have the tools to reflect that. We've got some lighting here, some cabling and strap stuff here, so really we're just kind of cleaning everything today. We're gonna run the trees, from what I understand, one more week, and then we'll pull those down. And then I gotta kind of figure out something else for the stage. The trees look really nice, like they do every year, you know, behind the camera. You get something that's nice to sit in the background of the person you're shooting. And it just gives a nice completed feel, whereas an empty stage feels like a conference at a hotel with no kind of art behind it and just drape. It's a sad look, one that I despise and really, really hate, to be honest about it. And I don't want our stage to look like that, so I gotta figure out something that's gonna go there on the sides. I'm not sure what it is yet, if it'll be like lighting or some scenic element. I'm really, really not sure. It's gone are the days where you can just kind of throw a truss over there and put light on it, because it looks, that old is, wow, that look is old as well. Nobody appreciates that. It's just, that's how it is today. The girls got the drape all folded up. That was nice. That'll be great for Jason. I have to take this back to PSI because after 3 times of saying, hey, put this on the truck, it never made it to the truck, and I forgot to look on the truck to confirm that, you know, because I was just hoping it would just, of course, be done like I asked, but it's not. So that's got to go back. I think we're missing one Ethercon for amplified that also was supposed to get to truck and kind of just got forgot. Some of that I can't blame our teams for, simply because they don't do these size of shows like all the time. In truth, we don't do them all the time. They happen like twice, maybe 3 times a year, so it's just kind of part of it. I'm gonna just start sorting all this out in the hallway, get it all staged and ready to go in the trailer. We can take all this back to building 3 and clean up our own things.